Okay, so I'm on LibreOffice 3. I could be on LibreOffice 5, but I'm on 3, and it's 2020. 5 is available. I'm in the Ubuntu operating system, not Apple OS, not Windows, and I'm on Ubuntu 12. That's partly because I'm on a Dell Vostro 1710, which I kind of like because of these screen square dimensions. All right, so the two things I'm going to go over is number one, how do you edit the footnotes as a group? Given that you cannot hit Control A and select all the footnotes, it'll only select the one footnote that you're on. There's an easy answer to that. It involves changing the style of the footnotes. The second thing I'll go over is much harder, which is what happens if you imported your document from Microsoft Word and LibreOffice keeps defaulting back to Microsoft Word's formatting. So even when you change the style of this footnote, it won't apply to all the other footnotes. That one's actually much harder to work with, and I'm going to go over how to deal with both. So, so let's go over to here. So here I'm on a footnote, and I'm going to select all, Control A, so select all of that particular footnote. I'm going to right click. This is the first thing, how to change the footnote style, which if you wrote the document in LibreOffice, it would apply, it would fix all the footnotes. So I'm going to edit paragraph style. The style is footnote. I'll click on font over here, and let's say I want to change everything here to Deja Vu, and let's say I want to use size 16 font. I would hit apply, OK, and here you see that you can see that the footnotes font and formatting has changed, and the other ones have changed. So here it has worked out that when I edit the one footnote, all the other footnotes change. There are weird cases when this doesn't happen, and so let's say, so I hit Control Z and go back. Let's say I did edit this footnote style, and hit edit paragraph style, and let's say I had changed the font to some other, let's say Deja Vu and 16. In many cases when you hit apply and OK, it will just change the one footnote, and then it won't edit your other footnotes because it has somehow imported some kind of previous formatting from Microsoft Office. And so the way to fix that is the following. This is something that is impossible to find on Google. You would go to Edit, and you would go to Find and Replace, and then you would hit More Options, and you would hit Search for Styles, and now you'd search for footnote, and you would replace it with, so here's what I would do. I basically replace the entire style. So you can see here that if I go back, the style here is footnote, and so I would basically just I would not try to edit the style of the footnote. I would replace all footnote styles with a new style. So if I went back here, I would go to Edit, Find and Replace, More Options, Search for Styles. Okay, searching for styles. Go back up here. It's going to search for footnote, and I would replace it with something else. Now the thing I would replace it with, you can either select another style, maybe there's like a normal style here, or whatever your main paragraph style was. What I would do is actually create a new style and replace the footnote style with that. So let's close this up. I would go to, how do you create a new style? You would go up to Format, and you would go up to Paragraph, where's the styles? Styles and Formatted, and under Format. So Format, Styles and Formatting. Now what I would do is right click on any of these to see the word New. So let's say Addressee, New, and now it's ready to, under Organizer, Paragraph Style, it's ready to let you make a new style. So let's call this New Footnotes. Maybe we hit auto update. I forgot what that does, but it seems like a good thing to do. The font, you're going to choose your font. Let's say it's going to be Deja Vu. Let's say it's 14. The indents and spacing, maybe double spaced if you're having a double spaced document. The alignment justified to the left. Sorry, left and right is now justified. That looks fine. These are things you can, play around with if you have something you want to change. The tabs thing, I find that if you have anything, the tabs sometimes will, if there's a number there above 0, it will sort of indent the footnote. In any case, so here's my new style. Okay, back to organizer, new footnotes. Apply means I created this new style. And now if I go to edit, find and replace, search for footnote, I'm going to replace it with new footnote. New footnotes. And what's going to happen is, if I replace all, what's going to happen is it made 264 footnote replacements. Now all of my footnotes now look like that new style, and so this is how you can basically override the previous word processor's formatting. The other way not to do it, people often will say, "Oh, select your footnote and click clear direct formatting." The problem is that also takes away the italics and whatever else you had in the document. All right, so there you go. And just a quick note here: Chalkboard was the font that I was using back in Microsoft Word, and it's not here. And this is where it doesn't. And also, low normal is the style that I was using for my main text. So the same thing applies to the main text. You can edit, find, replace while you're in the main text. Replace all low and normal with some new style, and it'll change all of your main font. I'll talk about in a different video how to, if you're importing a document from Microsoft Word and the font is not there and it's Chalkboard, and you want that font to be, let's say, like Times New Roman, there's a way to force the document to change the substitution of Chalkboard to the font that you want, rather than having it automatically substitute to a font that you don't want. Okay, so let's leave it at that.